right through the struggle when we needed him most. Just never leave us out there to walk alone.
What's up, sound of new music?
Still going on with lots of your great rhythm music right here. So we just changed right from, one dance track, and then we get back to, Jaja. So we have gospel music that's in form of reggae. I think most reggae songs also match very well with, do very well in form of gospel music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just exactly like this gentleman is doing it right here.
You walk on top with China, we are far away from you. You're the light in my dark, every night me take a walk, I could never sleep for you. Jaja, thanks for giving me this chance. Everything you have to give thanks. You make me stronger than a normal man. You make me rise from the lion's den. You make me rule the world with my pen. You made us, only you can break us, the world is in your hand. Jaja, watch over his people, shelter us all from the storm. Yeah, right through the struggle when we needed him most. Jaja never leave us out there to walk alone. I don't need a million dollars to be rich. No, as long as Jaja.
We are giving as Apollon Jamu of Kotio Kot. And we know music as Apollon Obore of Malera. Hey, you can call us beautiful people. 102.1 FM, Mama Bukedea. Be a badness.
Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. Know what you are, you know I got you. Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. As long as you are, oh, I got you.
Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. You know what I want, you know I got you. Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. As long as you want. Just bring a dragon and a magnum when you come. Loving when we have no second done, girl. You have a daughter, come and give you some. Or another daughter, anyone come. Whole night back cuddle, one bubble. Girl, a nice one, know you got trouble. Your body nice, overproof from cleanest strips, this in a jam dog. You say you want it all night to show you want that. Cause anytime we start to move, we not stop. Plus we set a standard, but we can't drop. We got too big, so we can't flop. Do it in the car, already hold the car top. Next me drop up on the bonnet to the car. You say you want it rough, you drop up on the tarmac. Hey, you miss your friend, call her back. Tell her bring a dragon and a magnum when you come. Cause loving when we have no second done, girl. You have a daughter, come and give her some. Or another daughter, anyone come. Whole night back, cuddle, one bubble. Girl, a nice woman, know you're trouble. Your body nice, overproof from cleanest strips, this in a jam down. She full of vibes, no vibes, she a make nice, so you know, nice, me realize, in her eyes, she feel good.
Somebody else say you mean, always, from your nose, say you straight. Don't worry about those, say you lean, don't worry about them. Remember, say I should stay. Them chat, tough time, all the time. And if you follow some people, you end up a prison at the tough time. Yeah. No, me no deal with stress too good. No, make nothing bad me. Nothing at all. Me not complain about nothing. Me no burden to nobody. You must see me not make $1. I mean no walk one dozen more. 100. Nobody bring me no negative news. Cause right now me hears them now, yeah. No matter how you kind. Yeah. Somebody else say you mean. So them stay from your nose, say you straight. No worry about those, say you lean. Don't worry about them. Remember, say I should stay. Them chat, enough time. And if you follow some people, yeah, you end up a prison at a tough time. Mama said don't hang your heart. Anywhere that can reach. And anything where you practice, make sure say you can preach. Only accept clean out.
me nah floss it out. You mad dog. Me nah suffer so long and now I make little money. Gone a road, gone gyal it out. No, me nah gyal it out. You must say mad dog. You know much time me pray for them days, yeah. Me full pocket them full of paper. The pound US and couple you share. You know see to richness me move nearer. Me nah find myself when you come on here and squander it. You mad dog. If I'm not chase then I don't ask question me a fi am night. That one your name. Me nah struggle so long and now I make little money. Gone a road, gone floss it out. No, me nah floss it out. Patex tell them. Me nah struggle so long and now I make little money. Gone a road, gone gyal it out. No, me nah gyal it out. You mad dog. No, me can't see richness and broke again. That's why me drop every dirty friend. Me save more than how we spend. Me don't know when the blessings are flow again. Now me can't give me mother everything. Sister that you deserve everything. Hard work me use and get me thing. No squandering. You mad dog. Me not struggle so long and now I make little money. Gone a road, gone floss it out. No me not floss it out. You must be mad dog.
RIDDIM UP. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Big B, Peter F. Goso, Benjamin Prince, the rap and mod. Born in Kumi, raised in Kampala. I'm listening to RIDDIM UP with Mike Oslo on Mama FM. What's up?
Belly shut up, baby, born to plan. Look it as a sin, so like it ready for get some. You see right now. Morning, pray please stick for me. Oh girl, morning, pray please stick for me. Oh girl, when you want for call me. Oh girl, come on, pray please stick. She said if you need cocky, it about when it extend. Say she like how me get deal with the breast them. That's a one nigga, she said be the best friend. Pussy thick, best friend, pussy thick, breast. Girl, bad, me coulda never get touched. 90 minutes of striking, it makes sense. So she never know she woulda live with tech fence. Pussy well comfortable like I hit up my pants. Right now, morning, pray please stick for me. Oh girl, morning, pray please stick for me. Oh girl, when you want for call me. Oh girl, morning, pray please stick. Girl, your pussy blessed like you live in a church. You know the bamboo, you know TV in a search. Make a boy know, I know say you no key bird. Billions of dollars that you no key bird. Gimme.
Jaja cover me. Protect the steps of me.
Be a badness.
Watch over me. Despite the challenges, I break my breath. Still they got no love for me. But mama, don't tell me what your friends. Be careful of your company. So me a cut and clear every bad man crosses. Say your psalms and evil everybody. Reverse the black magic, them practice. Just watch this. God got this. Cut and clear every bad man crosses. Say your psalms and the wicked everybody. Reverse the black magic, them practice. Just watch this. God got this. So why should I be afraid? Oh yeah. Why should I worry when I can pray? Watch this, God got this. Cut and clear every bad man profit. Say a psalm that the wicked everybody. Reverse the black magic, them practice. Just watch this, God got this. Regular man fight, them try to take what's mine. Everything is alright, God got this. Come here with fake smiles, sprinkle them oil. Do it all the while this back.
Man used to wake up and I pray for some make it and I wonder, life change now, everything great now. Change up now. Enough money in a pocket, if a girl let me have it, my life and I grow. Life change up now, everything great now. Dog, get a youth, just hold the faith. And even when them tell you, say you're not great, just let them criticism with a smiley face. Then shock the bubble, them not even give them space. Me not like best friends, so me not create. My best friend, them a money, and the high grade. Used to have a one girl when me want Now I she give me everything more. Change up now. Man used to wake up and I pray if it gon' make it and I wonder But life change now, everything great now. Change up now. Enough money in a pocket if I can let me a bet my life and I go. Change up now, everything great now. Same so, cause anything more want me a conquer. Go for everything I look a sponsor. Enough I hold down the youths, them a anchor. But wanna kill the G, only make me stronger. All life can be nice, can be nice. Same but them would I get it in a fight. Come around and then I look at highlight. But me don't know the style. Change up like wow, yeah. Man used to have some big dreams, but go make it and I wonder Watch out, but life change now, everything great now. Change up now.
Oh, if you say you want me queen, give you everything you need and you.
Okay, there we go. Lots of great Jamaican music. You hear how one song switches on to the other, and then the other up to the other, and we still maintain the same rhythm, and we maintain the same pace, and actually the vibe doesn't come down. Everybody must maintain the same, top hype, and of course vibe that ensures that everybody, every song that comes in after the other is at the same pace with the previous one. Another is, so competitive. The rest of the other tracks could, outcompete yours.
When I just launching into the reggae beat, I definitely right into cross-checking on one of the legends in reggae music called the Burning Spear. Is a very talented singer, and if you look at how the man is, really get interested on the music. Burning Spear, most people know him as Burning Spear. It's one of the legends in reggae music, but his original names is Winston Roddy. He's quite a very interesting person here. He's a man born in 1945, can you imagine? But the music is still making you feel good.
So he's actually as sharp as a Burning Spear.
Burning Spear. He's a Jamaican root reggae singer, songwriter, vocalist and musician. So
born in 1995 and still doing all this great music at this time. I think
in 1945 in
1945.
March.
1945. That's
1st of March. We are in 2nd of March.
How old could he be now? That is how many years? He's almost as old as your grandfather. Almost. I see the man has gray beards all over the body, and you see even it's quite an aged person here. Is Rasta African, one of the most influential and long-standing roots artists. Emerged from 1970s. I think that is the year he started his music career. Yeah.
So it's something very interesting.
He's described by iTunes as part Rastafarian preacher and part black historian. So the message of Rastafari is a prominent part of, the Burning Spears music. So there's some of these people actually who like to preach the history of Rastafarian. Founded, we said the Rastafari message is a prominent part of his music. It has also, which has found an eager audience for Jamaica to Europe. And of course, remember, reggae music is liked so much by the Europeans. Yeah. So he has spent much of his career as a touring artist, and continues to perform to appreciative crowds to this day. Remember, even people like the Luthiers back in then,
exactly,
who did reggae music, traveled to Europe and Sweden and stuff like that.
You know what funny here came? Burning Spear was originally a roadie group named after the military award given by Jomo Kenyatta.
Yes,
the first president of an independent Kenya. So you can see now how someone develops a career, or you get your title or your name just from what you do, gives people understand this is
this name. Okay, this fits this person.
Yes.
Most of the literature students do like, well, I'm doing literature, so we're having we are supposed to buy the novels called Burning Spear. Today we're having Burning Spear. They should understand what exactly Burning Spear. How did it come to that level of getting the name Burning Spear? So it's a Jamaican named after the battle from the first independent president, that is Jomo Kenyatta, our neighbor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should be very proud for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. One of the greatest presidents there. And you say he was. I see he was led to record with Sir Coxsone Dodd at the famed studio.
Yes.
One by none other than Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
Yeah, he was led there by Bob Marley, and the two initially met in the hills of Saint Anne, the parish they are both from. They are both from Saint Anne, and Spear recalls the way the whole thing came about is that I found myself moving along up in the hills of St. Anne's, and I ran into Bob, that is Bob Marley, at the same time, and Bob was going to his farm. The man was moving with a donkey and some buckets and a fork, and of course cutlass and plants. So he said we just reasoned man to man, and I man say, wherein I would like to get involved in the music. That's what they started, just like that. They just thought, and Bob Marley said, yeah, it's all right, just check the Studio One. So that first venture into town, as well as his musical commitment, and Trod recorded in the autobiographical As It Is, which opens the Calling Rastafari album. I don't know whether you need to listen to the Calling Rastafari album.
Yeah, we need to listen to it, because I definitely learned one thing from this brief such of kind of brief of this Burning Spear. It's a collabo and a joint effort. Mali connected him. You understand? So that one gives us a platform to learn from one another.
Exactly.
I can push you to another level.
Yeah.
So in line with this, it has opened up my brain, like I cannot do it alone, but if I do with other people, our people should do it together. So it gives us a lesson. And when you always listen to Burning Spear song, please at least learn a word and try to help one another, as it helped. Okay, as Mali helped him on that career.
Exactly. Yes. So Mali actually helped. Helped introduce Burning Spear into Studio One. Yeah, Studio One. And realized this was someone who had never recorded a song before, but had songs written, and he had this background of Rastafari culture that was, ringing in his, at the back of his head all the time. He had the history and thought about portraying it in a song, and this is just exactly what happens is we hit Studio One, and right now recognized for all this great music that he has actually developed. So we say Burning Spear, he was actually it was a name of a group, which included bass singer Rupert Willington and tenor Delron Haynes. Their 1969 debut was Do Peep. Yeah, produced by Dodd. So we also have he has also been nominated for a Grammy and on 12 occasions, winning first for the 1999 album Calling Rastafari. That's the album that came out, and then of course for the 2008 disc, that was Jai's Real.
What I like from these guys, Burning Spear advocates messages for honesty, peace and love. So you can see from, even if you're a politician, at least if you tune to Burning Spear's songs, you can learn to have be honest and peace, love.
You must love peace.
Exactly.
So having a person like Meetup is the meeting up with Bob Marley would be a pleasure for anybody if he was still alive. I just imagine if cancer never took his life, he would be a grandfather right now, as old as Burning Spear.
Yeah.
With gray beards and gray hair. And still preaching this message of, was telling us a lot about these songs like Buffalo Soldier.
Buffalo Soldiers, yeah.
Straight out of, most of those artists actually used to talk too much about slavery and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, lots of that stuff. So I'm just imagining it would be this old man.
Grando.
Grando, who has a PhD in Rastafari.
Exactly.
And then he can tell us all the history of what happened way back then. But then just being able to tell that in a song, and then it lives forever for everybody else to listen. And, get the stories exactly as they happen, as they dance to the song as well. It's still a great thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's just go in for a short commercial break. When we get back, let's check out our fashion trends right here. Until then, my name is Michael Kemi. Georgie, don't you touch your dial. This is 102.1 Mama Bukedea, the voice of the East.
We are Sweet 16. Greetings to beautiful 20s, 30s, and 40s, the golden ages. Mama Bukedea, 102.1 FM.
Okay, welcome back from that commercial break. And of course, we are still going on with lots of your great, stuff here, right, on Mama Bukedea Radio. Let's just take a little look at the fashion trends.
Fashion trends on the RIDDIM UP.
Okay, on our fashion trends today.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, there we go. So just on our fashion trends today, we are going to be looking at Jamaican fashion for today. Let's just see what Jamaican fashion is like.
Native wears.
Yeah, they are native wears. We look at the traditional clothing, and then we also look at some of their the innovations that their designers have been able to come up with.
Yeah.
So Jamaica is an island, a beautiful island, known for a vibrant blend of cultures, and of course it's also formed over hundreds of years by the people that have inhabited and visited this tropical local. You see, the beautiful setting coupled with the laid-back style and carefree spirit of this country make it a popular, it's another popular tourist destination. Most white people want to visit Jamaica. I remember a song by Jay-Z where he was saying, I fly up to Jamaica. Just to, I don't know what there he meant. So there we go. Everybody wants to visit Jamaica, including Americans and, just Europeans. Many aspects of this rich culture and, of course, translated into the vibrant, colorful, traditional clothing. Yeah. So let's just look at some of, just look at their fashions. Let's say traditional clothing for women in Jamaica. Like we have traditional clothing for women in Uganda. We would say, for Ugandans, we would say Gomasi.
Yes.
Okay, but this is Jamaica. Okay. Would say traditional clothing for women in Jamaica consists of a dress or skirt and top, which are of course constructed using calico fabrics. Yeah, just imagine a Gomasi in Uganda and this in Jamaica, okay?
Yes.
But this instead is constructed using calico fabrics, okay? Calico is a lightweight fabric, similar in pattern to plaid. That is made locally in Jamaica and commonly used in the local fashion. Much of the traditional clothing in Jamaica is made by hand by the local villagers. Thus, according to some what I'm going through here. It's called Maps of the World, and of course, women generally accompany their outfits with a headscarf. Okay, a headscarf, which they wrap around the hair to keep their locks off their shoulders, because those dreadlocks are both for men and women, and the women in Jamaica really maintain long dreadlocks and know how to keep them organized and clean.
Exactly.
Yeah. So traditional Jamaican clothing for men consists of it's just normal trousers, which can be long or short, and a short-sleeved shirt. I remember back then when we were kids, we used to say, instead of saying, give me I need to wear a trouser, we learned that we used to say, ntaka kuva longi. Yeah? So nipe your long. So give me that long, meaning give me that long trouser. Instead of saying give me that long trouser, he says give me that long. Instead of saying give me that short trouser, give me that short.
Give me that short.
Today I'm wearing a short. Instead of saying today I'm wearing a short trouser,
yes,
or whatever it is. So instead of saying today I'm wearing a long trouser, you say today I'm wearing a long.
A long.
So that's it's old school, but it used to work for us. But I see the short has not faded off. Yeah, today Georgie's on a short.
Yeah, it's a weekend.
You say, why are you on a short one? And you say it's a weekend.
It's a weekend.
Yeah, you don't expect me on gentle trousers on a weekend, going to the beach, putting on a coat and a tie. It doesn't work out. Even if it's not going to the beach, but if I'm trying to relax. Yeah. So looking at the colors here, if you're in an island like Jamaica is, you want to wear bright colors. So bright infusions of color are also an element that is present throughout traditional and modern Jamaican attire. So the colors of the fabrics are vibrant and symbolic of the spirit of the Jamaican people, and the homage to the colorful and beautiful surroundings of this tropical paradise. Yeah, so let's look at the climate. And of course, all these things you must see when you're looking at
with climate.
The fashion. You're not going to put on a coat when the sun is up, sir. It's extremely bright,
Let's look at the climate.
Let's look at the climate and how it favors how you're going to dress the next time you find yourself in Jamaica. I hope you won't just wake up one morning and like, where am I? Okay. So the climate has a significant effect.
Yes.
And we see that clothing, in Jamaica, the trends of clothing in Jamaica, because the weather is consistently warm and humid throughout most of the year. Yeah.
So in Jamaican climate is a tropical hot all years around. Wow.
Yeah.
So the place is hot.
It's consistently warm and humid, and that's because of the surrounding of the ocean.
That it's a little different between winter and summer, just a few degrees.
Yeah,
even in winter, daytimes the temperatures are around 27 to 37.
Yes, that is still very high.
It's too high.
Yes, it's still very high. So you're not going to tell me you're going to cover yourself. I think you're going to dress like Georgie. You're going to put on a t-shirt and a short. Most of the times. That's what's your dress
centigrade is too high.
Your dress code is going to be like. And especially during summer, you may need to put on really light shorts. There are shorts that are made of nylon.
Yes.
And also t-shirts that are small and short as yours. Yeah, so that you're ready to jump into a pool or to take a bath at any time.
Okay.
Or to dive into that ocean and take a swim at any time. But I'm not saying you try to drown yourself. If you don't know how to swim, don't try. Okay. Yeah.
So when you look at the climate in Jamaica, it's hot all years. Wow. Let me take the shadow here. January, it runs to 21 to 30 you see, this that one is now when it reaches 30, that is the maximum, meaning you cannot put on a heavy dress anymore.
Yeah.
When it's around 21, then now you can put on some lighter dress. So when May, meaning 20, when it clocks to 27 to 32, you know, you can see the variations there, meaning as we speak now, for us here, we are very free. We can even put on our jackets, because I know it's rainy zone here in Uganda, but in Jamaica, no.
Yeah, it's very cold in Bukedea lately because of the winter season.
Look at the centigrade here.
So if you look at the fabrics, you see the warm climate that we've just talked about is the main reason that Jamaican clothing tends towards the light and airy fabrics like cotton and linen. You know, light cotton like that t-shirt of yours, and then you can have linen. Some trousers, actually, some shorts can be blended in with linen. And then according to the Jamaican Guide, synthetic fabrics are generally avoided in traditional Jamaican garb. So because that mentality on the island is traditionally laid back, comfort is the main goal of Jamaican clothing. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So let's look at a little bit of modesty. So we say, in spite of the heat,
yes,
we say the traditional Jamaican clothing adheres to, you know, a strong sense of propriety that was instilled by the English influence from you know, Jamaica's time as a British colony. Remember that time? So according to, you know, Jamaican Guide, the Jamaican Guide, most traditional styles worn by, you know, the conservative island people are modesty and do not show much skin. So the modern trend towards westernization is causing Jamaican fashion to stray from its conservative roots, but traditionalism remains an important aspect of the clothing.
Wow. You see, December to March, sometimes all the highlands is affected by the net cool wind from the United States, which, however, at times this latitude does not lower the temperatures too much. In fact, this brings a bit of cool weather in the evening and at night. So meaning the time you have to put on lighter clothes.
Yeah. Those coastal areas, same as Tanzania, in the night, in Dar es Salaam, it's very hot, whether day or night. I think the heat is caused by the wind. So whether the sun is up or it's down, the temperatures are high.
Exactly. Okay.
All right. That was us on our fashion trends. Maybe we just look at one last piece here. We see that most of the African continent was influenced by British and Germany and the colonies. The Western countries that colonized, you know, some of our African parts of our African continent. So we see British, Jamaica being one of them, was got some influences from you know, some of those colonies. Yeah, the one that colonized, and of course one of them mentioned, we say Rastafarian culture. Yes. It has become an influential style in Jamaica also, much as you know, it was influenced earlier on by the British colony, but it's become influential style in Jamaica. Laid back African inspired style incorporates, of course, colors such as red, green, and gold. I like the red, I like the gold. So the colors of the Ethiopian flag into its casual clothing styles. So in most cases you see the red, you see the green, you see the gold, and these are colors of the Ethiopian flag. Yeah. The items are, crafted using natural fibers, much like the traditional Jamaican clothing, and are popular among locals and tourists. And of course, possibly the most recognizable elements of the Rastafarian style is the knitted hat known as a tam, which is often worn over dreadlocks. A popular hairstyle, of course. Dreadlocks. Everybody
admires dreadlocks.
You talk about Jamaica, you talk about dreadlocks. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for today on our fashion trends. We just had enough to talk about Jamaica and their fashion and lifestyle, and say this is an island. So, yeah, I don't see Jamaicans in suits.
Now the weather does support them to put on suits. Look at their climate.
Exactly. Okay, let's go for let's just do this.
Fashion trends on the RIDDIM UP.
Okay, let's go for a short commercial break, and then when we get back, let's listen to another RIDDIM, great RIDDIM right there from various artists right there. I'll be bringing up for you. And then we shall get back and talk about culture, and then we shall have lots of latest events coming up. And don't you touch that dial. This is Michael Kemi and Georgie right there. And of course, we are going all the way till that hour of the afternoon when you'll be having your lunch. This is Mama Bukedea Radio.
And I say one time people them used to say one sweet and the goat and go run in belly. So when we touching at the street nobody see we. Country feel we things and not the people say you give it.
Ooh, them can't looking at my face again. When one police come running at my place again. So right now me as I could score. Who no beat already now go let the beat no more, Mr.
Chatty, Mount Mercy, mix up. Why you no leave people business? I said below people business.
Good God, I tell you about. Now see me a gap. No one's in nearby your place one fix up. Why you not allow people business?
Leave people business alone.
Yeah, people business alone. Oh God, don't show them chatty, me can't live in peace. Them see me with down and run down, tell my Denise. Them a chit chat upon my name, them a hit cap. Oh God,
and see the hypocrites, them a galang day. You hear them out before you see them. A real talk can make me cause she die and day. She left me cause she listen to them. And them a chit chat pa me name, them a hip cap. Oh Lord, it's like them wow with the bus chat.
I really give them something for them stop chat. This is a warning to you.
Chatty, Mount Mercy, mix up. Why you no leave people business? I said below people business.
Good God, I tell you about. Now see me a gap. No one's in nearby your place one fix up. Why you not know people business? Leave people business alone.
Cause I know dirty heart can't sweep with broom. They are like the trees that can't bloom, and they shall slowly fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. The meditation is so blind group, and they shall slowly fade away.
Well, I'm an assassin, me no woman. Enough of them now go like that junior. Why? Bad man stuck in the bed like a tumor. Them bird like this class. Man a like made by Puma. Them devil lip a lies, devil lip a rumor. Start go you not to them, I said you got a phone. Get the visa, you fly out. Them a pray for you drop out them. Sit down like calculate by in and you back out them. Say them are your friend, but them heart warm about them. Say,
well, dirty heart can't sweep with broom.
Good and never.
They are like the trees we can't bloom.
Good and never.
They shall surely fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap, and there is no bad mind on the good. They shall slowly fade away. Just go along with tell them say we stop fight. Can't son of the enough of them a come
a act like. Them a you brother, them good pamphlet, backbite. Watch them kill it pretty soon, them a go show them colors like a stoplight. Them
color down a brass fight. Them hearts so dirty, mark discover with a Scotch bride. Them need a whole reservoir of jelly water to wash off them heart. That could do only on the back one at the standpipe.
Find out, dirty heart can't sweep with food.
Good and never.
They are like the trees we can't blow.
Good and never.
They shall surely fade away. And I know, dirty heart can't wash with soap. The meditation is so blind group, and they shall slowly fade away.
I know Jaja bless me, no wicked heart can test me, no matter what they try. Oh, I know Jaja. Oh, yeah. I know Jaja bless me, no wicked heart can test me, no matter what they try. Oh, I know Jah manifest me, and my fans are regress me. Now I'm gonna make the river run dry. As far as the window from the rest of the east side, and I praise his never cease, oh Lord. Emperor Selassie, I never see the judgment of the wicked man see. I know them must get defeat, oh Lord. So get the duty right, you don't open up your eyes, because I know Jaja bless me, no wicked heart can test me, no matter what they try. Yo, I know Jah manifest me, and my fans are regress me. Now I'm gonna make the river run dry. Why keep fighting in your mind when you know we cannot tell? Thoughts of you is so unkind. Wonder what is under your bed. The fool shall depart from Israel, yeah. So clean up your heart, for you end up on the shelf, Jaja says. You should never diss the righteous, you never make it from you unjust. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know Jaja bless me, no wicked heart can test me, no matter what they try. Oh, I know Jah manifest me, and my fans are regress me. Now I'm gonna make the river run dry.
Ever since we've been together, girl, I don't know why some people get red eye.
I hope you remember this one from way back then. Bringing it for you this Sunday once again, back to the memories.
They don't seem to understand. They say we'll never make it, girl. Our love is strong and they can't erase it. Oh no, oh no. So come on, let's face it. This love is so real, we can't fake it, no way.